This is the final part of Bloodstock Review 2015. Enjoy.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
This is Joe.
I'm just trying to get a rise out of you, that's all, for shits and giggles.
And this is Rich.
Come quietly or there will be trouble.
And this is
Sarcasm is anger, son, cousin. From now on,
the monthly.
You're so ugly you can be a modern art masterpiece.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
Let's get ready to rumble! I have no sense of decency. That way my other senses are enhanced. I know precisely why you are so unhappy, and that I can fix. I'm the fix-it-up chappy.
nothing is worse than having an itch you can never scratch.
We're going to come to a final part of this, which is the Sunday.
The Sunday of Bloodstock Festival.
The mighty Bloodstock 2015. Right, okay. Woke up late.
Missed a few bands.
Missed a few bands. I hope they were good.
Right
I wouldn't be able to tell you
Who
otherwise.
did you catch?
First band.
Yep.
A band that I have to be honest, I wasn't a big fan of until I went to Hammerfest this year.
Oh, you went to Hammerfest this year as well?
Yes.
I hate you.
That's another story, another time.
Yeah, I've got a few too.
Hammerfest, the band was called Orange Goblin.
Oh man, your first band on Sunday was Orange Goblin.
Yeah.
I love Orange Goblin. That takes me back to the days, man.
I tell you something, I saw them on Hammerfest and they won. They knocked everything out of the park straight away when they came on stage.
Mm-hmm.
The guy is a fucking monster, but he is such a fucking teddy bear. he's intimidating, he's big and all that, but he's got a stupid fucking grin on his face all the way through, and he's loving every second, and that brings my heart fucking pounds for those type of people. That people, Orange Goblin, I haven't heard the music so much until this year, right, when I checked him out, because I saw them live and I thought, fucking hell, they're brilliant. But so I'm quite new with this band, but I have understanding that they've been going for absolutely years.
You've got such a history behind them, man. How have you managed to miss them for this amount of time?
Because I'm not a big stoner fan.
Okay.
And I'm as I said, in my heart, I'm a thrasher.
Mm-hmm.
I love my death metal, I love my thrash metal, because it's that energy you get. Orange Goblin, I thought, was more like doomy, sludgy type thing, where really it's rock and roll.
Totally.
It's a Motorhead theory behind, where
straight up, no frills. Rock.
We are what we are, and the fact is they just went on stage, and that probably was one of the biggest early reactions of the whole festival. They were like as I was saying, the Evil Scarecrow reaction, where everyone went fucking berserk, and there was a good pit, a war of death and all that kind of stuff. It was a great band to see, and the guy, I'm surprised he hadn't had tears down his eyes, because he was so grateful. Because as I said, by sounds of it, they've been going for so many years, but they've never quite got to the level of popularity.
Well, they're the biggest underground band there is. Put it in terms like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which I'm probably doing a disservice to them. They're probably way more popular than I'm giving them credit for.
Yeah, what I'm actually getting at is, early days they were huge, and then it kind of like went off a bit on the tangent. I've never heard them doing much of it, and
they've always been
now. I've always, whenever I'm with other fellow metalheads, whatever, because of course I do my DJing as well, so whatever generation, they know Orange Goblin. It's almost like it started off as a cult thing, but it's getting more and more popular, and the fans are as die-hard as they are for Motorhead. It's got that kind of similar type thing, that of
incredibly tight bond between fan and artist.
Yeah, and it's just a pity that I've left it until now. But now I'm getting, I've got the albums and I'm listening to them, and I'm like, geez, it's proper how it should be energy wise. And they got some of the more slower stuff, but they got so many great combinations that it keeps you interested.
Definitely, man.
And
live they did exactly that.
He was once again a monster on stage.
So who followed them after that?
A hardcore band called Propane. No one knew about Propane.
Yeah, I'm blanking on that.
They're as far as I'm aware, they're quite a big hardcore band, but that was the only hardcore really on the bill. And good props to them. They went on stage, and it was probably a smaller crowd than it was for the whole festival, because no one knew them, no one was really interested in them. But by, I would say, halfway through the set, the crowd grew, and by the end of the set, there was a good quantity of people really rocking out and enjoying them.
Great.
Not the most anticipated band. I don't think the knowledge was there, to be honest.
Left field and
they're probably huge in America and huge in the underground hardcore. If they were doing, like, I think it was last year, Hatebreed were playing, weren't they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if they were probably playing the same day as Hatebreed, you're gonna have that, Hatebreed hardcore type people go into it.
Right.
But because of the bill this year was mainly, that was the odd one out of, I think, all the actual festival. Yeah. Okay, and Sepultura.
How good were they?
I have a problem.
Yeah? What's your problem with Sepultura?
It's just going to sound like I'm an elitist arsehole here, right?
You saw them back when Chaos AD came out with Max, and you lost your shit, and now nothing can be compared to it.
No. I actually never saw him with Max.
Oh, for real?
I missed it. I saw the first Soulfly, but I never saw Max. Right, I knew Chaos AD. I'm a big fan, but I never got a chance to see them. But the problem I've got is it's more they didn't do too badly, but the sound quality wasn't very good, unfortunately, for them. But when they went on stage, they brought a flyer down, and it said 20 years of Sepultura.
Okay.
You can see where I'm coming on this one, right?
I think I can see where you're headed.
I don't mind them doing the old Sepultura songs. I actually enjoy them doing the old Sepultura songs.
Derek does an outstanding job.
They're not Sepultura. I can grant them a few songs, but there is only one original member of that band.
Andreas Kisser.
Yes. And I felt when that flyer came down saying 20, I'm sure it's 20. I'm not very good with numbers, but I saw 20 years of Sepultura, and they were doing like the best of Sepultura.
Maybe it's just my memory now, but has it been 20 years?
It might be 30 years.
Oh, okay.
20 or 30 years. It basically was like an anniversary for Sepultura.
Yeah, their entire longevity from inception.
Yeah, I might be. It could even be 40 years. I don't know. As I said, I just saw that come down, and I was a bit drunk at this time as well, and I was like, it's almost like it's saying it's got an anniversary.
That original lineup meant so much to you that it's difficult to see Sepultura as anything but that lineup. But as much as that would then put us off, and as you feel kind of a bit strangely seeing that 30-year anniversary when you're just like, there's only one original member left, at the same time I'm kind of like, hey man, Andreas is still up there kicking ass 30 years later.
True, but
you celebrate that, dude.
When I first heard about the Derek Green and Max doing Soulfly and Sepultura still carrying on with a different frontman.
Yeah.
He had one of the Cavalier brothers in as well, and it was more of original members. What they should have done, in my personal opinion, is they should have put a nail in the coffin of Sepultura and called it something else, because
when you still had 3 of the original members.
Yeah, because I don't know whether this is a bit of, I think the charisma of a front man
Max was like, but then Igor was, but then Andreas was as well. Like,
yeah,
those guys.
It was a perfect match.
Yeah.
But then again, the band, when it splits, whatever reason behind it, and it made me very sad that, I'm glad they done this Bloodstock, but it made me very sad they actually played at a local pub. I can't remember, it was in the 2000s, after it went a bit, Derek Green wasn't doing good albums, and
I enjoyed Rawback.
no, I mean popular type. They were bringing out albums, but there was no one supporting them as much.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
It was like
unfortunately.
a backlash type thing.
Yeah.
And they played a local pub, which was lovely to see. Like, it was down Dartford, believe it or not, where I'm from.
Nice. I saw them at the Underworld. That was incredible, man. That tiny little venue.
Yeah.
So I totally know what you're getting.
And they were fantastic, but it's quite sad to see how they fell. And I think if they would have actually started with a new name.
Well, I don't think it's the name so much. I think it was the material. Like I really tried to give those last couple of albums.
Yeah.
I don't know. It got weird. Like, what was the one they did? I forget the name of the title. That was based on A Clockwork Orange. In fact, anything that came after Rawback.
I think they were trying to find a sound. They tried to keep the original Sepultura feel.
I have no idea what they tried.
But they wanted to get away from it. It's very. That was it. That was a clash, because on one hand they wanted to keep the Sepultura, what made Sepultura, but they wanted then to try something different to make it also the evolution of the next stage of their band. And I think where there were so many people doing so many things, and that's what Igor said. Reason he quit, which was 2 years ago. Probably a bit more than that. Anyway,
yeah, a bit longer than that now.
The reason he actually stated, the reason why he done it, was because musical differences. He didn't seem to have a direction that he was happy about taking.
Sure.
And really, when a direction goes away from the premise, I'm not saying be like Slayer and have every song, album sound like Slayer, or Metallica. But then again, on the Metallica side of thing, sometimes you want them to sound like Metallica.
Yeah, could you go back to that last sound you had, please?
Yeah, it's not that snare.
So after Sepultura, who else did you manage to catch?
Right, Viking Power.
Ooh, I'm on a moth.
No, Encephalum.
Encephalum.
I hadn't heard of these.
Really? I've seen their name popping around the scene for quite a while now, and I've heard a couple of their tracks. I like them. They're good.
Brilliant live. The sound quality was not good.
This is becoming a running theme in all of your reviews and critiques about these bands.
Yeah, as I said, the problem is I try to, certain angles and certain places you stand give you certain sounds. I was actually walking because I wanted to see the band. I didn't go in a mosh pit, so I was trying to find a good spot that actually had everything. And problem is with them is they had so many members. They had keyboards, they had the vocals, they were group vocals, and you had a female vocalist. They had a lot of moving parts, and unfortunately I think until the last song the moving parts weren't working in tangent. It was only it didn't take away experience, because if Encephalum are playing again, I will definitely see them.
Nice.
They've sold me completely on how professional they are, and also they were a good party band. I didn't realise.
Like Corplicani kind of party.
Yeah, they were getting everyone up and dancing. They got some seedily dressed women to chuck balls out to a crowd and all that. Yeah, but it was a good party band. The only thing that really upset me was I couldn't hear them in the 100% what it should sound like.
I totally get that.
And but then again, if it sparks my interest, if they're coming up in
follow that up.
What Nice at London Astoria. Sorry, I'm going.
Pour one out for my homies.
Sorry. But yeah, Brixton Academy. Let's go that far, or somewhere like that. If they're playing, I will check them out, because I had a rather good time, and the only problem is I wasn't drinking on this day. And it's a party band, and I would have loved to actually have one of those Viking horns in my fucking hand and like throwing it up and enjoying myself. Problem is, I was driving in the evening, so this is my sober review, but very hungover on this particular day. But
you crawled your way then from Insferion
to the Corpse.
Cannibal Corpse?
You know it. What can I say?
Standard Cannibal Corpse?
Yeah.
Meat grinder was everything. Corpse grinder was everything he was meant to be.
Yeah, they don't do a bad show.
No.
Problem being,
it's the same thing.
Nope.
Really?
They were clashing with another band that I was desperate to see.
Oh, who was that?
Tropelium.
Hang on. Tropelium.
You probably wouldn't have heard of them. They were on a Sophie Lancaster stage.
Okay. Oh, you left the main stage to go check out the Sophie Lancaster stage?
Yeah, because I've seen Cannibal Corpse a lot. Because I do love the Corpse.
Your neck is nearly as thick as his.
Pretty much. But yeah, probably as less movement as he's as well, because he looked like he was suffering.
Oh, poor fella.
So, but no, he's no neck to me. He's
all
just,
neck. He's nothing but
like,
neck.
Yeah, fucking. It just starts and finishes on his head. As I said, Corpse are phenomenal as usual, but Tropelium, I have been getting into his band since I've heard them before they were announced at Bloodstock.
Yeah.
I was looking for something different. And because sometimes metal, as much as I love it, it gets stale, and you're like thinking,
I need a cleanser.
Yeah, what's gonna come out new and something that's gonna go. You know, like as I was saying with Flesh God, that was something that just came at me. I was like,
a huge wave of refreshment.
Amazing. This is the same kind of thing, but I reckon people are going to love it or hate it.
Oh, okay.
I personally loved it.
Right on.
You know, I said I liked my steampunk and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's because the oldie worldy type 19s 20s type samples that go into it.
Yeah.
Imagine a band, very heavy music, with 1920 samples scattered in there, but with a swing beat.
What?
It is the early stuff isn't as much, but the latest EP they've got out, you have to check it out to believe it, because it's very hard to describe, but it's almost like they're like persona is like gangsters, like on stage, and they go on stage.
What, 1940s?
Yeah,
50s
yeah, and the thing is, when they first started, I was grooving, I was swinging my hips and everything. I was doing the old like jazz type, clicking my fingers and all that. And then suddenly it goes like that, and it just knocks you out, and you're like, fuck. But it's sometimes people try something a bit strange. I like my grindcore and all that, but there was a band called Sept Carnage I used to listen to, and they were very jazzy and all that, and you had to be really, really fucking concentrating, because and sometimes it got a bit carried away. But Sept Carnage was a band that was just singing, doing grindcore about weed. It was really bizarre. It was fantastic. But this band, it all merged perfectly together, and they were another highlight of the festival, because never seen them before. But once again, recommend to anyone out there. And then we get to the mighty Rob Zombie.
Oh, the headliner.
The headliner everyone fucking moaned about.
Really? They moaned about Rob Zombie?
Rob Zombie came on and they're like, why is he on it?
Oh, who the hell's saying that?
Well, the fucking dickheads, really, aren't they?
Why are they at this festival?
Well, no. The reason why is because, what I said about community, Bloodstock and all that, and everyone coming in year by year. The thing is, I think there is a tendency to be paranoid amongst our scene, and there's a tendency to fucking moan and whinge and bitch about things they don't particularly understand or like, because they think, fuck, Rob Zombie's coming, then it's going to turn into another download. And
well, he did headline download, so it's a fair
assumption, but it's still a small festival. And the people who turned around and said, and I met it on all walks of life, I'm open-minded to lots of variation of music. As I said, get me the heaviest grindcore fucking shit you can get, I enjoy that. But Rob Zombie, I used to love White Zombie when I was younger. I remember that tape the sexual. I can't remember fucking title.
Super Sexy Swings.
No. Before that, it was
El Sexorizo.
Yeah, that's the one. I had that, and it got worn out.
Nice.
And it, amount of tapes that I
That's the
fucking
one that had
bought.
Thunder Kiss and Black Sunshine.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's right. And before that as well, Welcome to Planet Motherfucker and all that.
Oh yeah.
They are great, and I was a major fan for a lot of years, and still am to this day. I think he's got a few feet wrong, but not overly bad.
Yeah.
But when it came to Rob Zombie, it was such a fucking commercial backlash. Going, oh fucking hell, no. Oh, for fuck's sake. And I'm thinking to myself, right, I'm just going to enjoy it,
Because he brings a good show with him too, right?
He has so much charisma. My argument is, no one bitched and moaned about Alice Cooper.
It's true, yeah. I remember in attendance there, everyone was on tenterhooks waiting for him to perform because they couldn't wait to see this
Alice
guy.
Cooper is a legend, don't get me wrong.
Well, yeah, I mean...
But so is Rob Zombie. This is what I don't understand. The legacy that guy has actually made for himself.
It's astounding.
He is a metalhead. He is a big fan of old school punk. And he is someone who enjoys live music. And he brings it 100% every single time.
It's just a shame he can't carry it off 100% of the time.
Yeah, I've seen some bad ones, but this was not a bad one.
Fair play.
This was perfection.
He was on point, wasn't
This was his last date of a tour before they go.
Oh, so he was on fire.
He was fucking, yeah, there was a few points where like the solo went on for a bit too long. And
John 5 stuff.
Yeah, he always does as he's going in the crowd, but when you're not near the part where he's jumping around, you're like, oh, fucking just get on stage, do it. But he done a lot of songs that I haven't heard for years either.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Nice,
yeah.
he brought some old hits back out.
Yeah, not from the White Zombie days, from definitely Rob, era type thing. He done,
like
of course,
Hellbilly Deluxe kind of era. Well, certain tracks off of that album are staples. Like he always does Dragula and Super Beast and Little Dead Girl.
Yeah, but more human. Oh, you got the staple. But one thing that really pissed me off.
Yeah.
I was banging my head fucking stupid. I wasn't even drunk because of course I was driving after the set. So I was banging my head, jumping around, fucking enjoying myself with my mates to the right of me.
Yeah.
To the left of me there was this girl, and she was fucking enjoying herself as well. Behind there was this black metal dude, fucking Chewbacca behind him, fucking huge guy. And all he done was he crossed his arms. Right, we're quite far forward because I wanted to see the show.
He's that close up to the front, and he's just standing there.
He's standing there
to attention almost, with his arms folded.
Nodding, not
a flicker of enjoyment whips across his eye.
No, absolutely not. And you got this guy fucking giving 100% up there, going fucking crazy.
As he always
There's
does,
me and all that kind of the energy, and he just drained any kind of fun.
The
and this
lone
girl,
monolith in the field.
of course, what's actually happened is this girl, they must be dating or going out and all that. She turned around, grabbed his, I think it was for Living Dead girl, so she's trying to do all the sexy moves, grabbed his hands, like that.
He refused?
He refused, and he was pissing me off majorly because I know the reason why he was there is because of his girlfriend. Well, if she's enjoying, if he's enjoying herself, it's the safest place in the fucking world. Piss off, there's other fucking bands going on.
Give the spot to someone who's going to appreciate it.
Yeah, he was just standing there, he was just so fucking, and he was one of those fucking trolls and one of those fucking arseholes who were going on the internet when Rob Zombie was first going, he's fucking shit, I will never fucking see him.
And yet he was
made
up
the point.
front and centre.
Yeah, but he was making the point. This is what I'm getting at.
Well, I'm going to stand here and not enjoy this.
Everyone was enjoying themselves apart from this motherfucker who had all his black metal fucking staples on. I had my Rob Zombie t-shirt, going fucking crazy as well. And the thing is, the night before I had a Flesh Good one, and the night before that I had fucking, I think it was Death or something. So
didn't go to sleep in them, I just woke up in them.
Yeah, it just turned up. It's amazing what you can pick up. But no, what I mean is, he judged me by what I was wearing. Yeah, I never saw him in any fucking pits or fucking any of the black metal bands, 1349 or anything like that. One of those, what I would class as a fucking poser. I believe all those fucking posers should fuck right off, because if you don't enjoy it, there's another fucking stage There are 2 stages. There's the unsigned stage,
Go check out some unsigned talent.
and there's a Sophie Lancaster. The one thing about it is judgmental. You know, he judged the music. I don't care whether he liked it or not. If he didn't like it, he can fuck off. If he liked it, enjoy yourself. But the thing is, he made a point, and there was a few people like that. I looked around, and they're trying to make points. Like, this is an extreme metal fan, I should not enjoy it at all.
After Within Temptation and Trivium.
Well, he probably was doing that for them as well. He was probably being a complete dickhead for those kind of bands as well.
What kind of mentality
But, you know, I went to see Flesh God on Saturday Within Temptation, and I went to see another band, and, you know, it was a Friday, because, you know, I didn't particularly want to see those bands, so I found something else.
Because they had plenty on offer, which is why it's one of the best festivals going.
If not, go and get fucking drunk with your mates, or go to a beer tent.
Go find someplace to have fun. Stop being miserable when I'm trying to have fucking fun.
Exactly. And that's the thing that really irritates me about the music scene. Bloodstock is great. Love it. But there's always... Last year, I think it was Lamb of God went against.
That's right, yeah.
Year before was Machine Head. They went against. And 2 of those bands are some of the finest live music you can possibly see.
I don't know what dick would stand there not enjoying himself at a Lamb of God show.
Well, you know, the thing is, you're always going to get elitist. You're always going to get, it's not extreme enough, or, you know, it's too commercial enough. Well, fuck off. There's a lot of extreme fucking metal festivals in Europe, and they all fucking stand around like dickheads. There's it's called Obscene Extreme, which I need to go to. It's a grindcore festival. My friend Rachel, who done our logos,
Rachel Gator,
of course, she's
the talented artiste,
fantastic, and a true supporter.
Who was very kind in depicting us in illustration.
Yeah, she could drew cocks on their heads, everything.
Yeah, she could have gone crazy. She had the power of the pencil.
Exactly, which is a very unique power to have, especially when it comes to our pencils.
The lovely, talented Rachel.
Very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, go give her art page a shout out.
Yes. But yeah, she introduced me to this festival called Obscene Extreme, which I need to go, because I tell you something, it's all grindcore, it's all really extreme stuff,
as you'd expect with a name like that.
But they're doing like ska dancing type thing. It's the most confusing thing. Ska, okay, you know what I mean when you're lifting your knees and acting like all silly and all that.
I am aware of the ska genre.
But they're doing it to grindcore, and they're doing silly dances, and they're going up on stage doing silly movements.
See, this is what baby metal does to our fucking culture, man. This is not fucking cool. We've got to start putting...
Oh, no, this is cool, though. Because I check it out, I've seen it stream. These guys are proper fucking enjoying themselves. Every single band, and they're bands that are talking about fetus killing and all that kind of stuff, and, you know, dismemberment and
your typical grindcore,
real gore type thing. But the guys, everyone in the pit is like hooking arms and having a jolly up and all that. That's what music's about. It's about expressing yourself, it's about enjoying yourself, and it's about actually feeling the music that you're actually watching. And the thing is,
brother,
if you fucking stand there folding your arms and not even fucking nodding, and you think you're into this music, you can just jog on. You can fucking honestly get more thrills out of Justin Bieber.
Well, I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm sold. I'm not missing next year. I can't miss it again.
You can't miss it, man. It's one of the finest festivals, and God bless all the organisation that comes into setting up such a, as I said, from a security guard point of view to the stage hands. Yep, there was little odds and ends that could have been ironed out, but it didn't spoil it.
And it was still an incredible experience.
Very much so.
As it always is.
And we'll be looking forward to next year, and you will be joining us.
Damn straight.
And hopefully...
That spot in the camper van is mine, biatch.
That's all, folks.